Welcome back, everyone, to another Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. This is episode number 3. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up the stream right now, and it's not showing me I'm live. Oh, this is fun. There it is. Okay. Just want to make sure I have that up in case anything happens. Anyways, so before we get into today's video, guys, I kind of want to just mention a couple things. So you guys probably have noticed that in the last couple of days I have not posted any new edited content. I have done a few more live streams, but I do promise I'm going to start getting out some more edited videos. I did just run into some problems where I had some content deleted that wasn't supposed to be deleted. I had some that I wanted to delete, and yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with technology the last few days. Doesn't seem to like me very often. But I do promise, guys, I'm gonna try to get some more videos out. I'm also being a little cautious on what type of videos I am posting, mainly because I don't want to be posting any videos that will ruin some surprises for what my friends have planned for their videos. So I am being a little cautious about what videos I am posting. So I do thank you guys for being so patient with me. And a welcome, Flying Bald Eagle. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy today's stream as we carry on with episode number 3. I do want to apologize also in advance in case you guys hear me muting my mic quite a bit. I think I'm coming down with something. Hopefully not. But in case I am, I'm going to probably be muting my mic to clear my throat, cough, all that fun jazz. So here we go with Case of the Bloody Bath. Haven't played this game in over a month, so let's hope I can kind of remember everything.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
I've been pretty well. How have you been, Eagle?
The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to
Oh, crap.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the Chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but, what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, There was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic? Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these two young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Gotta do something really quick.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Alright, now we can go. Just gotta talk to the dog. Off to the baths we go. Oh, is Oreo jealous? No, this is something I do on the side. See, Oreo, I do stuff on my own.
What a beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah, I am doing my own thing.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Thought I was supposed to talk to him, but okay. Steam's over here, I think.
Expensive clothes, belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
No, if you see, look at the body, Oreo. There's blood and all that. Oh, he's missing an eye.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain.
Oh.
Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Well, death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here. taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Well, yes, I am ridiculous, and I do know that. Well, thank you, Watson.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Just trying to get that key.
This
that's
key
there.
was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
If you have to... It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about this?
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
See you later, Oriole. I'll let you know.
Mr. Holmes?
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. Unopened, it was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session. Champagne for a special occasion.
So I just gotta go around and inspect everything, I guess, at this point. That's the exit. Well, crap. Okay, that's how we run.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
What should we do next, Holmes?
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop. tools used by archaeologists in their research. I will need these tongs. A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it? Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Oh. Yeah, just try this really quick.
A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations. Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them. Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
I hate this. There's always that one, oh, that one detail I lose.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Still have to keep searching, don't I? Man. There's something I'm missing, and I'm not sure where or what it is. This is the way that that got stuck, so we can't do that.
I'm always wondering...
These baths are becoming
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Not really, because I don't know what I'm missing. We'll go back in here, see if I can talk with them, see if they'll actually talk with me now.
I feel ill. I want to go.
I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave?
Oh, this is why.
I should analyze this melted metal. One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Please wait.
Oh, it's not what I meant to do.
Mr. Holmes.
None, Lestrade.
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.
Yeah, it is bad for your job. Your boss got killed. That's not bad at all. Worrying about losing your job though, that's more important, right? Sometimes, I swear.
An ordinary pencil. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be... and then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Today I almost found it.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I
He
am
looks like
sure
he's
that
part
you
of the
must,
Walking Dead.
Constable.
Well...
Alright, let's see. Ooh, a curved-bladed knife. Oh.
A hand-drawn map. An old and rather dirty coin.
Yeah,
This
it
ring
shows rather
was most
dirty.
likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before an Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself. A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Man, I wasn't done. I wanted to see if I could turn it upside down and all the liquid would fall.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
I was having fun.
A fountain pen. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Alright, let's go and interrogate the suspects.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Pushy. You will stay here as long
You
as
are the
I want
manager
you to.
of the baths, is that correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament. Suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. Then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
What am I missing? Oh.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was, God, a cold man, and so very secretive, too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Sebastian. Sorry guys, my cat's laying on my bed and he's twitching.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Sebastian. Try to get him to at least peek at me so I can make sure he's okay. Sorry guys, I'll start this back up in just a sec. I don't want to be talking when they're talking.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
My cat's pissed at me now.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad, and he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
It's probably the medicine he was taking.
How well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's neat...
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
So no one knows what happened with that champagne bottle. It just magically appeared. That's a little terrifying. I missed something. I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, the sleeves. Oh, no, fresh dirt stains. Oops.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Gotta throw myself in the corner, man. Can't get to him
A
any
good
other
day
way.
to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
What is your occupation?
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then, you know, this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but, oh...
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear... No, nothing. I'm better now.
Yeah, I think it's his medicine.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot, I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
Saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now. This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Oh my goodness. So no one knows where that champagne bottle came from. Just magically appeared. I can't even speak. I hope you guys are enjoying this stream. Please let me know if you are there watching. Go ahead and comment. I will always love to interact with you guys. Oh, I should keep moving, shouldn't I? Oh crap. I missed something. Wait. What about the dirt that's all over his clothes? What? Wow. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that, or he is a good actor.
Oh. I forget you can't just walk through the doors, you actually have to open them. Maybe I'll remember sometime. Okay. So we'll go to the autopsy body.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age. An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
That's alright, Eagle. Oh, that sound of his body.
The bruising is in
turning.
lines. Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Alright, His work was saved by the arrival of Sereni, but at a high cost to his moral. So saved the arrival of Sereni, and he was thankful for the possibility of their working together and the chance of learning from him. Blinkhorn was the one who owns the bath, right? He's that arrogant guy. I'm gonna have to do something for this really quick. I'm gonna pull. Oh. Or no. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see. Nope. Blinkhorn is the actual architect. Archaeologist, not architect. Whoa! And then Pitkin is the one who owns the bath. And then Garrow was... I'm trying to think. He was the one that worked at the district office that followed around the archaeologists. Alright. Sounds good. Hopefully I can keep everything straightened out now. I'll remember who is who.
Selenite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. Selenite.
Ah, crap, I had to click that.
White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find... The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans. Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and... Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water. This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver. The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality. My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
I thought we had to do something else with it. Alright, let's see. Let's keep doing. fine then. Gosh. No one knows what happened with that champagne. I wonder what's going on with that champagne. Okay. So the presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam. The presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue and must somehow be linked to the murder process. Well, from what I know now, I kind of want to say that it was steam moisture, so we'll stick with that. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at a hard cost to his moral. His work was saved by the arrival. He was thankful. I want to say he was thankful. So it's the last exhibition. That's what we're trying to do. Oops.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Oh wait, it's not gonna let me go to where I needed to go? What? Let's go back to the baths and see what we find at the baths.
We don't have many leads here.
These baths are becoming sinister.
That champagne bottle's still sitting right there. I want to know who brought it, man. Someone's not telling me something. Pretty sure we've already examined everything we could have. You know, I honestly feel bad for that police officer right there who's standing in a steam room. I would probably cry if they're like, yep, nope, you're gonna go stand in the steam room for hours on end. Even though it's just a video game, I don't know why, but every time I go in there, I feel like I'm suffocating, and then I walk out of that room and I'm like, I can breathe. Even though it's just a game, it's like it's not really there. And see, and then there's this officer who
Mr.
gets to
Holmes?
sit right outside and sit next to the fountain, be nice and cool. And the other one's just like sitting in that steam room, suffocating to death. I must have missed something. I can't remember. How am I supposed to get these out of here? Ugh. Crap.
Locked. Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Gonna go run into the corner to try to talk to this guy.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Should just be able to turn and look at him. No, I gotta run into the corner.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Why does it let me talk to him? He clearly is not in the right state of mind to be talking to. I am somewhat...
Mr. Holmes?
We don't have many leads here.
Oh no, you don't say, do you? Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Crap. On a cracker. Oh my goodness. I'm completely lost right now. Okay, well we're gonna have to go into clues and see what I messed up. That's what I'm... Ugh. See if this changes anything. No, it's not changing anything. I don't know. Alright, let's go into clues and see what we need to add together then. Okay, I see what I need to do. Okay. I really haven't played this game in a while, and you can tell I'm so rusty. Ugh. I am, Eagle. I am having a ball right now. I feel bad to anyone who is and or will be watching this, and it's just like, what is she doing? She's doing nothing but running around in circles. This game doesn't tell you everything. Okay.
That is not the one I need.
Oh, no, ancient Egypt.
That is not the one I need.
What? My cat just ran out of my room, leaving my door wide open. Thank you, kitty.
That is not the one I need.
I'm telling you, it's... No, it won't be ancient history. It's not botany, it's not medicine. That's why, because it's not an encyclopedia we need. 1893. Might cost some modification.
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
No, the mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian. There's something else I needed to look up. There was. Thank you, Eagle. Oh, I needed to look up the map of England, which is right here.
Now we have two maps. We
Aww.
must combine them properly.
No, no, it's not that. This map. I always love trying to compare a handmade map to a real-life map. Nothing's ever drawn to scale. Nothing ever makes sense. Takes forever to figure them out. Oh my goodness. I want to skip this, but I don't. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna try so hard not to do it. Aw, I've been over this map 50 times. It's gonna be in one of the most worst spots ever. Can I skip this at this point?
What's
Yeah, way
we
down
are
there.
visiting a
That
location in
makes
St.
perfect
Albans
sense.
marked on Sir Rodney's map.
Oh my god, I hate hand-drawn maps. I'm so upset about that. I was down there too, multiple times. No, I don't wish I could play with Oreo right now. I really don't, man. He wouldn't have figured it out either.
This archaeological site has been abandoned.
Yeah, man, it's been abandoned.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
I am a damn savage, man. No, Oreo honestly probably would have figured it out 20 times faster than I could.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Hey, look, it's Oreo with his one eye. It's Oreo.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
I'm really glad Oreo's not actually watching the stream right now. I would probably be dying. Every time you comment Eagle, I get scared thinking it's him, and I'm like, oh shit, I should stop talking about him, shouldn't I?
I don't need the ropes for now.
Why is it an object?
I don't need the ropes for now.
Because I gotta look at this first.
Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush.
What? I know this is what I need that rope for. Why I can't for the life of me. Or maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, it would,
I
man.
don't need the ropes for now.
You'd probably never hear from me again. If he knew, only knew, man.
It is a statue of Minerva. Neptune, the god of the sea.
Maybe 1 second to turn that down. Let's go ahead and turn music down a little bit, and let's go ahead and turn master volume down a little bit. I don't know why it's so loud. Alright. That's still kind of
This
loud.
is the map of the site. The gastrophates were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
And we are running away from the water. Okay, so... Oh, crap, I gotta walk back towards the water. I'm glad. I feel like, though, Eagle, you would come down with me.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. The gastrophates were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Oh, come on. So, I know I need that crossbow, and I know I need the rope, but I don't know what I need it for, and it won't let me pick them up.
This is a reproduction of an
I know that I need them, don't know why it won't let me use them. Let me see, can I go grab the rope now?
I don't need the
Nope.
ropes for now.
everyday use for the shovel, okay? So I gotta do some archiving and I gotta do some analogistics. Okay. That's the one thing about this game is it takes so much time to do so little things. I feel you, Eagle. I seriously feel you. Oh wait, did I search down here? I don't think I did. Oh, come on.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
I don't know why we didn't just go and grab a aw, you know what? I don't understand why we didn't just go grab a bucket from the other tools that were just laying around and grab some water from the river that's right behind this and just, you know, splash it on this. This is just dried mud. No, we gotta scrape it off with its shovel. Oh my god. Resupplying's never fun. More often than not, what I do is I just end up buying supplies. I'm lazy. Oh my god. There's so much dirt to scrape off. Oh my goodness. Please tell me it's gone.
I can see now.
It's supposed to be the
Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
Can I please grab the shovel? I mean, not shovel, the crossbow thing. Because it's gonna make me come back for it. I'm not gonna be happy.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Yay.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones. A symbol. A hidden sign.
I feel you, Eagle. So it gets real tedious and real annoying real quick. Oh, hey, look, it's Oreo again! Look at him!
A hidden symbol. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
What am I supposed to be imagining? Spit an image. What am I supposed to be doing? I say I don't know what I'm supposed to do more often than not in this game. Check one of the letters or something that probably have some sort of symbol on it. We are. He can't, he really can't. I actually, I don't know, is he at work right now? He may not be at work. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not gonna tell me anything. Yeah, he can't. We'll run to Baker Street really fast. I don't know why I cannot speak today. It seems every time I stream I just can never speak. should have named the Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment episode 3. Ruining Oreo. Oh, I can't. Okay, so not encyclopedias. Oh my goodness gracious. I'll just examine the middle then.
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay.
I will count this piece as a starting point.
Wait, that's not what I want. So we need to move. Can I not move these? There we go. See. Okay, I see, I see. So those need to go back together like that. Okay, perfect. No, that's not it. No, it's this one. I have no idea what we're supposed to be making right now. There's a reason I had those switched like that. Okay, so... I have no idea, Eagle. I have no damn idea. Slowly getting it. Oh, well that thing has a thing at the bottom. This one doesn't though, I don't think. No, it doesn't. That's why. Okay. Okay. Come on. Oh, okay. That's not right. That's not it. That's not it. That's... Yeah, I don't think that's it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's see. We can try this piece then. Yeah, I'm doing something right. Okay. So that would be that way, so that's not it. Let's swap it out with that one though. Nope, same problem. Same problem. No, that's not it. What the heck? I'll try this one on again. Yay, I almost have it. I almost have it. Oh, that's not it. So that one probably will get switched with that one. This one will get rotated like that. Nope. So switch it to that one. Hey, look at that. Slowly but surely getting this. And now we have this last piece that we just have to rotate. Hey, look
It is
at
a
that.
mold, and it is ready for casting.
Took forever,
The
but I
mold
did
is
it.
prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution.
One sec.
Half a glass of... Now, let us see what we have here.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson.
Dun dun dun. Look at that knife. Oh. Wow. Okay, fine. We'll go back to what we have. Alright. Possible silver weapon. Check if we can create a silver knife with the materials found. And what's this? Picton's worried, feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the Roman baths because of Sir Rodney. He is angry because of this, expects to receive much of value from Sir Rodney's research. I feel like he was uncomfortable postponing because I thought my game froze for a sec. He seemed to be kind of arrogant about not wanting to be in the interrogation room, not wanting to really have anything to do with anyone. I don't, thankfully. Ugh.
Let us try to create an object. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further.
This silver had to get up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit.
I should wait for it to cool down.
How in the world it didn't melt that silver pot as well, I don't know.
Done. Now I can proceed further. A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Never know. Alright, I'm gonna go open my casebook and find out what I need to do. Notebook, okay. What I'll do then is we will go to the baths and see if any of them will talk about what it is. Has it already been 2 hours? No, it's been about an hour and 35 minutes, okay. Usually these only take about 2 hours, so when it said, oh, it started streaming 2 hours ago, I was like, wait, what? No! I can't be past my 2-hour mark just yet. I'm not even almost done. No, go in there. Oh, I'm gonna see. Hopefully before the next episode, if I can turn down the sensitivity of the camera. Wait, why did I come here? Oh my god, I wanted to go to the... Aww, I screwed up. I wanted to go to Scotland Yard. Actually, while we're sitting here...
Please escort this
There we go.
suspect for interrogation.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eagle.
What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary. And we had hoped... it is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
We'll talk to the two sane guys first before we try to talk to the guy
The
who's gonna go
paintings in the
crazy.
baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse. Ha!
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
And now we talk to this guy.
Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
Let's see, what is this one? Garrow is tortured by his obsession with the Mithric curse. He has been driven insane, his condition worsened by the medicine he has taken. He is a victim of over-medication, hence the... I feel... if he was a victim of over-medication, he wouldn't constantly be yelling, "We're not the worthy ones, we're not the worthy ones, we're not the worthy ones." So, I kind of feel like he's... Couldn't choose it for a sec. I feel like it's his illness. That changes this though. None of those connect though? What the heck? Let's see. If I change that, what ends up happening? That's what I thought. Oh, cracker. No, I really am stuck. Alright, let's go, let's go back to the bath. Let me try something really quick. No, it didn't change any of that. Okay. No one else is on Eagle? That's not good.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Oh. Oh!
The signs are pointing to this bust.
I'm sorry. Dun dun dun. Dark and creepy.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery. A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
A sack of crude salt. Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull. This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy. Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. The fire casts a shadow upon the floor. It resembles a bull. It is very similar to the face of Mithras. The pillar collapsed a long time ago. This shadow seems to represent a bridge. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Oh, I'm kind of scared.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummified bodies. We're in... mummified. We cannot go any further. Mummified.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be examining. Alright, we'll head back to Baker Street. We're gonna head to a couple places actually before we head back to the catacombs. Alright, so we'll go here first and get the crossbow with the string attached that I knew I was gonna need, and it wouldn't let me take it. So now I have to go all the way back just to get it, just to go back and use it. Should have just let me take it when I wanted it. I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll switch both the sensitivities down to 30. That's much better. We won't have the camera whipping around every 2 seconds.
door has been left open. This is a reproduction
Are you
of an
kidding me? I can't take it? No. I came all the way out here for nothing. No, you know what? I'm gonna go see if I can take that rope first. If I can't take the rope...
This railway is used to remove rubble from the side.
Okay, now I have the rope. I can't believe I had to get that first.
This is a
Can I not take it?
This is a reproduction.
Oh my goodness. I just went to Scotland Yard and I wanted to go to Baker Street. It's gonna take twice as long. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. It took us to where we wanted to go. Oh, yay! Another puzzle. So that piece would go over there. This is the top corner piece. That's that piece. Piece goes together. That's gonna be some sort of centerpiece. This is gonna probably be this piece right here. No. Oh, it's the negative that was missing, the photo negative.
Done. Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph? Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Yep, more puzzles. This game is full of puzzles.
Ice cream. Another archaeologist, most probably. Sir Rodney. Ice. Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique. The pyramids of Giza in Egypt. salt.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold. Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts. A block of ice. I have only to use my...
Oh man, come on.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
Excellent. Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen.
Yeah, but hey, at least I somewhat like doing some of these puzzles. Some of these puzzles I don't mind doing. Some of them are just a pain in the ass.
An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Which would explain the water that was found in the blood. So my... And that explains the champagne. Wow. Hey, look at that. What happened to the rest of my stuff? Ugh. I'm glad. And we're at the 2-hour mark. I think the longest one of these have been is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So it's not gonna be much more longer. If so, I may end it and we'll part 2.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. We should use these metal rings. There might be something behind these leads. I'll have to find a way of getting there.
Now we can use it. Yay. It only took 50 tries of trying to pick it up before.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Oh my goodness.
I should use the appropriate... I should use...
Oh my goodness gracious.
We should... The gas defects were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Alright. So I need to find a hook somewhere. Get away from that loud water.
Excavate.
This game infuriates me a little bit sometimes, I swear. Alright, I know what I need to do, I just don't know how to do it. It's always the best part. Alrighty, 1 second, guys. Okay. Why am I now in first person? Oh my god. Okay, well, I just hit something and don't know what I did. Okay, well, we're in first person now, guys. Oh, I'm crying. I didn't want to be in first person. I don't even know. Oh, man. I messed up. I messed up real bad. What did I do? Oh, there's the hook I wanted. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. I love when I have to look up something and I look it up and it's for Xbox and I'm like, oh hey, I know what button that is for PlayStation. Don't judge me.
Those wings on the bridge. Perfect timing.
Firing against computers requires a lot of
This one is working. This one is working.
Okay. That's not good.
The bridge is ready. Now use the process.
Oh, no. I'm not fighting with that. I'm not doing that. Screw that, man. That and that water is just so loud. Shut up, Eagle. I did it in 2 seconds, man.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium. I saw this symbol in the tunnel.
Come on, Watson, move! Oh my goodness, he drives me nuts sometimes, I swear. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Watson's standing right there running. I think I already checked this and this was a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, it was. I don't know what. Alright, well, we're gonna go back down this one. The one we came from.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Yeah, I might. Just like all of a sudden, you died. Well, thank you, game. Thank you. Is this supposed to be a puzzle? Oh, one sec. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. Cool, look at that, I did it. Please don't let this be a dead end. Oh my god, it's a dead end. That the one. Oh no, it's the one with the helmet that I wanted to go down. Oops. Haha. I totally knew it. Alright, and then... I already went down those, so let's go down this one. Went down that one. Now went down that one. That's a new symbol. I'm just going off of new symbols at this point. Oh goodness, why did my camera shift so fast? So I want to say I'm going to be going down. Holy crap, this mumbling. I'm really scared. This is scaring the crap out of me. Oh god, what way do I go? Alright, let's go this way. I'm so like trying not to like almost pee my pants because this is actually really terrifying. Thank you, Eagle. Let's go up the stairs. We're here.
It's the golden knife. But how to get it?
Yeah, man, the lag is real.
Watson, I need your help.
What gate was just opened?
This mechanism seems inactive. Most likely the door it controls has already been opened.
I was not paying any attention and just opened and closed the wrong doors. Can I not? Aw. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Come on, turn around.
This mechanism seems inactive. Most likely the door it controls.
Okay, hey, shut up, I don't care. I don't even know what the point I'm supposed to be doing here is. Watson's in there. Where am I trying to get to?
This lamp is...
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacomb underneath the Frigidaire. The murderer left this lamp.
Sorry, I'm getting a text from someone. Okay, so we just came up. Stuck in there, so I need him to deactivate that. I need him to get back into here. See, I can't skip this. I mean, the lag can't skip this. It's not that one either. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm gonna cry. What I have to do. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Not what I meant to do either. Shoot, run! Oh my goodness gracious. Once upon. So, I love how this was only supposed to take a few minutes, and this is taking a lot longer than it needs to. kind of cheating right now. Person that I'm watching. Oh crap, I'm on a freaking cracker. There we go.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case. Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
No! Oh my goodness gracious. 2 hours and 33 minutes. It's been almost 3 hours. This is taking so much longer than it needed to. Alright. Golden knife and stolen notes. They're gonna go together. I don't know if that's... What do you mean my... So everything's pointing to that one guy who's not fully there. I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Should we... Let me pull it up. Should we condemn him, or should we try to send him to a sanctuary? I'll let you guys go ahead and read that for a minute. I'm gonna figure out who's trying to call me / text me. The second choice. Alright, well, let's also take a look at this too. So we know that up here is right, but we can always check down here and figure this out, because we can always... The problem with this is you can always change certain things, and suddenly you get a whole new answer. So what do you think it was? Do you think it was out of a fit of jealousy, or do you think it was that guy's mental illness? What do you guys also think? I should pull up my stream and kind of watch and see what everyone's saying. I don't know. I kind of feel like it was Blinkhorn, because I know that guy has mental illness, but he didn't seem right. Because it's not like... Condemn. You think it's the mental guy? Well, I thought so too, until I started thinking back to like what happened when he first found the body and how freaked out he was, and then the fact that he had blood on his what was on his towel. I know that can more or less point to him being the killer, but I also started thinking, because he didn't seem to be bipolar or anything, he seemed to be the same kind of not fully there, really super superstitious type of guy. At no point did his attitude seem to change. It was the same. So, I mean, if that's kind of where I'm going with that. But Blinkhorn was, the other, what was it? Archaeologist who had been working on the project before Rodney got to it. And he didn't seem all that thrilled about Rodney. Flip a coin. uh, uh, I say Blinkhorn. I'm gonna go with Blinkhorn, and I don't want to condemn him. Oh man, this is freaking bitch. I can't send him to jail. I mean, I can't give him the rope. Oh, I'm too nice. I'm going with that.
Mr. Holmes, what happened?
This.
Is that the golden knife? How?
I also like to dig, you see, Mr. Blinkhorn. One never knows what one might find. Occasionally, remarkable rarities, such as this. The thrill of the discovery, and one's own enhanced reputation. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, are you suggesting that...
I am not suggesting anything. I know. You found the knife. You are an intelligent man. The ghost knife shall remain one of the most ingenious constructions I have seen in my career, I do assure you.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. I am praising your performance, your perfect murder.
What? Wait, are you accusing me of murder? No, I deny it.
Mr. Blinkhorn, it is no use to deny it. I know the truth. You had no choice. Because it was you who found the golden knife, and therefore you had to be the murderer. Sir Rodney was determined to receive all the credit for the find, when in fact it was your work. He would have crushed you to be sure that you could never tell the truth. But I uphold the truth, and I will tell it.
What do you mean? That you will save me?
What I mean is that you deserve a second chance. I shall be following your career with the keenest interest, Mr. Blinkhorn. Farewell.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the, what's it called? And we're gonna see if I was right. Oh, I was! It was the Blinkhorn, and it was with the ice knife. I got 18 out of 18 clues. Look at that. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish. Sympathizing. Alright, guys, and that is going to be the end of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment episode number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you, Eagle, for sticking around even in those most tedious moments. I will hopefully have a new video coming out soon. I may stream again later tonight. Depends on kind of depends on what we're gonna do tonight. Always depends on what's gonna happen. Anyways, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, please make sure you pat that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more. And I promise that next time, hopefully, it won't be as tedious as this was. But again, guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream, especially you, Mr. Flying Bald Eagle. Remember what was said here on the stream does not leave the stream.